make lemons out of lemonade. I will make a news channel and I will explain all this stuff and I will make the lemons into lemonade and my friends will help me. And there's customers out there. There's people that want this media because I swear to God, I was thinking about just this morning, if I'm this angry about Afghanistan and I'm this angry about everybody getting rich while the young people are dying, there has to be a lot more people out there that are possibly even more angry than I am. Right? And this gets into my second video, which is why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? I am doing this because it has to be me. This is what the country needs. This is what the military needs. This is what the Rangers need. Everybody needs a berserker to bust through the lines, bust through the bullshit, call these people out for what they are, which are these second-rate leaders that are just playing a game so that they can entree into a system, so that they can become a retired general working in such and such a company and doing such and such, and they have their secret clearance, stuff like that. It's just like fucking Wall Street. It's just like any of these privileged industries. It all starts with West Point and the rest. And, there's family perpetuation. There is, all types of, skewed dynamics with regard to how people are treated and how leaders are selected. Leaders are selected based if you have a college degree or not. This is not working. We have to select leaders for leadership potential. Young American leaders, male and female, select them for leadership. Everyone gets psychological tests. Everybody gets IQ tests. Everybody gets personality tests, psyche eval. That way, we don't have Nicholas Cruz showing up at the Ranger Battalion, which is where he wanted to go before he decided to shoot up his high school. We need safeguards in place to make sure that the psychopaths don't get in and that the geniuses don't leave. We have to gather human capital within the military and turn it into an elite technology-focused organization. I've said this in other videos. This is like the basic message of what I've been saying since I used to work supporting the government as a contractor, civilian. And it's just so obvious to me that the only thing for me to do in my life is to just explain it to people, because people that I know and people that see parts of it, everybody sees a part of it. They see what's wrong with it, but they see that it is kind of salvageable or something like that. In the short term, it is salvageable. It is whatever. But eventually, the system will come against a stressor that has not faced before, whether it's an alien type threat, whether it's a China is stronger, whether our supply chain fails, or there's some other pandemic, or Russia nukes us. There's going to be something that happens that they can't handle. And if we're stuck being led by the oldest among us and having all the power and driving everything when they're at the very end of their career, it's not going to work. I don't want to go too much into my personal past and everything with that, but I always figured that I would be working for the government or doing government stuff, at least, throughout my youth. I did not think that it was going to go the way that it went. I feel like I searched far and wide for a place for myself to deploy my skills, my education. All of my education paid for by the government, pretty much, by the way, one way or another. I mean, the government has trained me through the military, through, my undergraduate business school, technology trainings, top secret threat courses. I mean, almost all of my education has either been funded by the military, some kind of state school, some kind of military benefit, something. I mean, I am a creature of the system. My family has worked in the government. All of my family work in the government. The people that I grew up with, their families worked for the government. It is the industry in this part of the country. I've seen it my whole life. I understand how it works. I've had mentors. I've dated people. I've gotten to know women that worked in the government, or, and I just have conversations, friends, acquaintances, reading things, studying history. I mean, you just put all these things together and it's just a very complex picture of what is happening. And, I know a lot of civilians and I know a lot of good Americans out in America that aren't as familiar with the government, and they don't understand how it works. They don't understand how government contracting works. They don't understand how the DoD works. They don't understand how the IC works. They don't understand how top secret military units work. They don't understand why the government lies to us, or a lot of other things. And I'm not saying I'm right 100% of the time, but I sure feel a lot more right than a lot of people out there that talk a lot of shit, and famous news channels or whatever that are all going down the toilet. There's only a few good shows on TV. I just want to create something different where we can create a business and we can make money. I don't have a problem with making money talking about the news from a veteran perspective, working with other veterans. Us making money is a measure of success. Without making money, this isn't a success. It's a business. I can turn your fucking failures into my successes, my businesses. Me and my friends can make lemons out of lemonade. I will make a news channel and I will explain all this stuff, and I will make the lemons into lemonade, and my friends will help me. And there's customers out there. There's people that want this media, because I swear to God, I was thinking about just this morning, if I'm this angry about Afghanistan and I'm this angry about everybody getting rich while the young people are dying, there has to be a lot more people out there that are possibly even more angry than I am. So I would like to engage with them, and I would like to provide some sort of signpost, some sort of voice to say that not everybody is forgotten. Not everybody thinks of what happened out there to your family members, your friends, the Marines you served with if you were out there, even to the people that were injured but didn't die, that just, are still alive but suffering the consequences. Young people in their 20s going there to help the Afghans and, close up shop, apparently is what we're doing. And, their leg is messed up, or they got brain damage or something from the blast, or their arm got messed up or something. I mean, it's not just the 13. Not to mention all the little poor innocent Afghan people out there. I mean, all those people out there were basically innocent, probably except for that one guy, maybe someone else, I don't know. I mean, it was just a mess. I cannot stand this politicized military officer cover up the failures, keep things rolling the same way they always are, keep the gravy train rolling bullshit anymore. And if you think it's like I don't get along with officers or something, like, that's not right. Officers fucking love me. Officers are fine. Most officers agree with me. They want change. People are young and in the military, even the officers. It's the old officers that are, have a chokehold on everyone. Some of these officers are great. I want some of these officers rise up. We got to have some kind of quality control. We've got to have a way to get the best leaders in place. I've said it before, 360 evaluations, right? Once a subordinate speak up and be like, we want to follow that, we can use AI for that. I mean, these leaders could be selected based off AI. You do these evaluations, and the AI is like, this person would be good for this job. You put that data in. The way it's done now is so ham-handed. All they do is just like, oh, we need a guy for Africa. Oh, what about him? What's he doing? He goes over there now. Like, it's a board game or something. There's no proper considerations taken. No one wants to take any risks. Like, the officers that want to stay a long time, they don't want to take any risks. The ones that do want to take risks, like, no, they're not going to last that long. So they take a risk here or there. Maybe they have a success here or there, but eventually they're going to get blasted out. Finally, reason why I'm doing this is because I just need to get it off my chest, and I will get it off my chest, and eventually people will realize that I'm right. That's fine. I mean, it might take 10 fucking years. I don't care. I don't care about hurting feelings. I'm just going to say what needs to be said. I'm going to build this channel. I'm going to have my friends who are bona fide up, and they're going to say what they have to say. And they might not agree with me on this or that or everything or nothing at all or everything or whatever, but we're all going to be heard. It's going to be all, veterans and affected peoples, whatever we've got going on here. And we're going to talk to the people who actually have a different perspective. And I think that there is an audience out there of people that want real veteran news.